it can literally happen anywhere. People are so talented, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people want to steal your work. So for people watching this, don't steal other people's work. All right, welcome to another episode of the Nebulos Entertainment Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about infringement. Yes, woohoo! It's a lot of fun. We've talked about copywriting, we've talked about trademarking. Now we're going to talk about infringement and what that means and what could happen. Because you might not know it, but you might be infringing on somebody else's work. And a lot of people, especially in the creative space, they get a lot of other people that infringe on their personal work, whether it's paintings, drawings, logos, typography, like literally anything and everything, even tangible items, physical items such as statues. I know. Again, what we've talked about it in the copywriting episode, like Disney has been caught. It's usually a bunch of people that they like your stuff and they want to use it for their own and take the credit for it. Even with videos, and it can literally happen anywhere. People are so talented, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people want to steal your work. So for people watching this, don't steal other people's work. I know it's easier said than done for a lot of people, but go be creative in your own sense. You bring something unique to the table already by being you. Nobody can be you, right? So go live life and create stuff that is special to you, and that with your skill set, you'll be able to make a name for yourself. Okay, no need to steal other people's stuff. So if you do come across an infringement, first step, verify that you actually own the copyright and the trademark to said item. Make sure that if you don't have the C next to the item that is copyrighted, or you don't have the R with the circle registered next to the trademark, make sure that you put it there. Okay, letting people know, like, hey, I own this. It's registered. Don't use it. Don't copy it. For websites and video games, use a end user license agreement. So place that on your website, place it on your video game if you don't have one as well. Make sure that you have a legal documentation of the people that are infringing on your work. Okay, so if you have a screenshot, take a copy of it. Make sure that you actually have proof that people are infringing on your work. This is a great point for why common law won't get you as far as actually registering your trademark, because when it comes to an infringement or like a takedown notice or anything to that extent, having it registered is going to help you tenfold. Trust me. Make sure that you review the laws regarding video games copywriting, and this is because it'll help you determine whether or not the work actually officially constitutes an infringement. Okay, there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of regulations. You probably don't know them all. Hell, I don't know them all. Google won't tell you everything unless you go search through multiple different sites to know all the rules, and they're always changing. So it is good to have an attorney or somebody in your back pocket that is up to date with that information. So if you do come across the infringement, you'll need to either reach out to the offender, so the person that is infringing on your work, and you have to send them a personal cease and desist letter. So this is basically saying like, hey, you have to stop, you have to take it down, you're infringing on my rights and my work. So you can do that personally, right? Or you can have your lawyer send a cease and desist letter. I would start with you personally saying, hey, because sometimes people don't know. Sometimes I'm sorry, I'll take it down right away. And then that's it. If people are making money from it and it turns into a big deal, they're going to be like, no, screw you. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to use this. I'm not infringing on your stuff, blah, blah, blah. And it might be time to get Johnny Law involved. You can file a DMCA takedown notice to the website that is hosting your game content, your artwork, whatever they're infringing on. If you're not sure who to contact, I'm sure there is a way by using their IP address. And again, you can then, if you really want to, you can file a lawsuit against them. It's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to cost you a lot of time. It's probably going to cost them a lot of money, a lot of time. If you can actually get them into the court. Otherwise, yes, they will have to take it down. Or you could do the last thing, which is ignore it. If it's causing you no harm, if it's causing them no harm, let's say somebody took your logo and they did an Instagram profile and they have 6 followers. They made 1 post in the last year and a half. Is it going to be important to file a lawsuit against them because they took your logo and they made 1 post thinking that they were going to turn it into something and then they never did? I would say no. I would say that, it saves you time, saves you money. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Think about all of the knockoff accounts you see from, people or brands. If you have for Nebulos, for example, somebody might go and make 10 different Nebulos accounts, or if somebody's such a fanboy, they'll make 12 different Justin Bieber accounts, or they'll make Alpha Lead accounts, different Blizzard accounts, different Microsoft accounts. That's unfortunately, that is us as humans. It is unfortunate because we feel the need to try to ride the success of others without putting in the work ourselves. It sucks. It sucks for the people that actually take the time to put in the work. So don't be the ass that steals other people's work. Okay, create your own work. It makes the rewards a lot better. You reap the benefits, and it makes it more wholesome. It makes it a lot better that you actually get to do this stuff. So, again, yes, you could send cease and desist. You can send DCMA takedown notice. Telling them that they need to remove the infringement from their website. Again, I would start personally. I would personally get involved first, and then if it's costing you money, if it's costing you time, it's costing you money, it's costing you brand reputation, it's costing you a bunch of headaches, then it's time to get your attorneys involved. Okay, and usually if you're to that point where somebody else is making a lot of money off of your success, or somebody's ruining what you've built, you can probably afford an attorney to go after them. Okay, and that might be best. Yeah, I wouldn't say jump on the legal bandwagon right away, but if things don't change and it's hurting everything that you've taken constant hours, sweat, blood, tears to put into to build this thing, I too would get the law involved. So that's just a basic talk on infringement. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. If you'd like to support us and dive deeper into game development, you can do so with the Dev Journals on our Nebulos Entertainment Patreon. It starts at $1 a month. You get access to all of our Dev Journals. We've got to be at least at 80 or so now. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do so. You can do so at Nebulos_ENT. Above all, remember that there is a story in all of us. But it's up to you to choose how you write yours. Okay, your story. No infringing on other people's stories. Have a great night.